Okay, so I'm just going to go through an exam question with you about global warming in the atmosphere topic. So I'm just going to show you all of the exam question and you can pause it at each screen and then we'll go through it together. So this is part B and finally part C. Okay, so let's go through this question together. So methane is burned in a plentiful supply of oxygen, which is the correct balanced chemical equation. So we're talking about combustion here. And we know that the products of combustion are carbon dioxide and water. So all of these have carbon dioxide and water as the product. So all of them at first glance could be correct. We know that methane is CH4. Again, all of these have CH4 as the starter, and oxygen, it says plentiful supply of oxygen, and they all have that as well. So we can't rule any out straight away. So what we need to look at is a bit more carefully at it. Okay, so we know that whatever there is at the start needs to be at the end. So we have CH4, right? So we have one carbon on this side. So how many carbons do we have on this side? We have one. Okay, that one seems okay. One carbon, one carbon, one carbon, one carbon, one carbon, two carbons. Okay, this one's not balanced. Let's rule that one out. Okay, same thing. We have four hydrogens, okay? Four hydrogens on this side, but we only have two on this side. Rule that one out. Four hydrogens on this side, two on this side. Not right, not balanced. Rule that one out. Four hydrogens on this side, 2 times 2 makes 4. Let's just check it. 2 times 2 oxygens means that we're going to have 4 oxygens. We've got 2 oxygens here, plus the 2 times 2 makes, 2 times 1 makes 2. So 2 and 2 makes 4. So we have the same amount of oxygens, same amount of carbon, same amount of hydrogens. So this one here. Taking our time, looking at it carefully. Process of elimination. Part B. Burning fuels causes atmospheric pollution. Right, one effect for each pollutant. So carbon monoxide, what does that do? Well, it's toxic. It can cause death. If it's breathed in, it can cause death. Sulfur dioxide is responsible for acid rain. And particulates in pollutant are responsible for global dimming. Okay, now let's have a look at the next and last bit of the question. This question's worth 6 marks. Methane, petrol and coal are fuels. Table 2 shows information about these fuels. Evaluate the use of the fuels. Use the information in the table and your knowledge. So we need to look at this carefully. We need to use the information. It's worth 6 marks. So we'll go through it bit by bit. So we've got our fuels here. Okay, methane, petrol and coal. We know that these are all fossil fuel based. So that's not really going to tell us much. Okay, they're all carbon based. Okay, so again, we're not really getting anywhere from that one. State, methane's a gas, petrol's a liquid, coal's a solid. Okay, right, something maybe for us to think about in a minute. Energy in kilojoules per gram. So which one produces the most energy per gram? Well, we can see that methane produces the most energy per gram. I'm going to start there. So methane produces the most energy, and we've got figures, so let's use them. Per gram, 52 kilojoules per gram. And which one is the least? It's always good to compare it. So coal's 24 kilojoules per gram, whereas coal produces 24 kilojoules per gram. Now, there would be more lines. I've just trimmed them off when I was cropping this image. Okay, what about the next column? I'm going to change colour so you can see where the next column is. Mass in milligrams of carbon dioxide produced for 1 kilojoule of energy released. So methane produces 53 milligrams of carbon dioxide for 1 kilojoule. Petrol 71 and coal 93. So do we want it to produce carbon dioxide or do we not? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Okay, we want it to produce less carbon dioxide. That's the best thing. So which one's the best? Again, methane. Methane produces less carbon dioxide per kilojoule, and it produces 53 milligrams per kilojoule compared to the others, to the other fuels, with coal producing the most. And it's producing 93 milligrams per kilojoule. Okay, so we just need an overall statement now. So which one do you think is the best? So I think that methane's the best because it has the highest amount of energy and the least amount of carbon dioxide produced. So methane is the best fuel from the table because it produces the most energy and the least carbon dioxide. Perfect.